My name is Christy Davis, and I am a breast cancer survivor. This is my story. I was diagnosed February of 2021, and that was the time, remember, when we lost all power, and so my last mammogram was delayed, and so they had to get me in when the power came back up. Got in, and I got a call right away at 8 o'clock at night from my gynecologist, so I knew, and I was at home with COVID. But it was all right. I just walked out and told my husband, I was still talking to my gynecologist, and I told him, cancer, they're coming off. And I walked back in my bedroom, and he was just sitting here like, what? The moment I learned about my diagnosis, I think I already knew in my heart that I had it, just because I could feel it, actually. So it didn't come as quite a shock. By that time, I had already actually decided that what I was going to do. As far, I had researched myself. My mother's an XRN. I actually took the news pretty well and knew that it wasn't going to be a death sentence, and it was just something we had to overcome and go day by day, trust your doctors, and just one foot in front of the other, and that's what I did. Just knowing that it wasn't going to be the end. And maybe it's because my mother's an RN who actually worked in oncology, and so actually her doctor that she worked for is my current oncologist. He's still around, so she wasn't panicked at all, so I guess that kind of transferred over to me that I wasn't panicked. Like everybody else, did it spread? Did they not catch something? Did it spread? Am I still gonna be able to work? Those kind of things, because as a realtor, I'm commission-based only, and so didn't have like kind of a safety net, but everything fell in line. My husband is my rock. When you marry someone, you don't know if it's for better or worse. But something like this tells you. Yeah, we just do everything together. But once when you get sick, you really know who your person is. So it turns out I had like DCIS here, but then Dr. Terry found something she didn't like here, and that turned out to be invasive, stage 1A. So not too very far, but I also knew that I wanted both of them gone. There wasn't gonna be any playing. It happened fast. I was diagnosed in late February. I was into surgery with Dr. Boutros April 21st. So literally within 2 months, I was there. I mean, I'm amazed at how it went. I trusted my gynecologist, who's now a friend, all the way through the process, who referred me to Dr. Jamie Terry, who referred me to Dr. Boutros. And I knew immediately that he was the one, just because he's so personal, just a good aura, and his knowledge of everything. And just ask questions about me, myself, my lifestyle, everything. He put myself at ease, and I looked at Robert, my husband, he was like, let's do it. Said I didn't do any research, but when I came back after I booked and did the research, I was flabbergasted and thankful. I mean, literally, I came in thinking I was gonna get implants and left knowing that I was gonna get something, a little better. I didn't even know what deep flap surgery was, and I thought I was just gonna have implants like all my girlfriends, because I didn't even know, and I said, deep flap what? Didn't really have any expectations. He far exceeded where I thought it would be afterwards. Far exceeded my expectations. I just wanted to be like healthy and happy and get on with my life, but I think it was being naked, photographed like from every angle. I think that was when I had my first breakdown. Because when you're first stripped down and you got to wear the little, outfits, and you got to turn around and all that, I was crying. I think maybe that was my turning point, that this is real, this is gonna happen. I was a little scared what the future held, but from then on, everything went so smoothly. I loved my body more than I did before, and they'd have to I forget, and they'd have to make me put clothes on. It's like, we can't walk naked over. to the,
Yeah.
I forgot about it. You know, I wasn't self-conscious and crying. I was like, oh, let's go do this. I thought I looked pretty good right out the gate. You're out in 23 hours. Deep flap surgery. Would I say that on a real estate blog or whatever? No way, that's not possible. It's a skill level of the surgeon. The worst thing for me in recovery was just how tired you are afterwards, just regaining your strength. And also I couldn't go to the gym. I love my body pump, big gym family. You know, it was a process to get back there. So my mother and my sister came over and brought me food. Now granted, my mom's an XRN, but my sister's a little squeamish and she almost passed out and threw up. So, you know, when you first look at it, it didn't bother me, but it, you know, it's pretty gory. You know, it's interesting because when you first get your breasts on it, they feel like concrete for a while, and it's a process. My body's look better now than it ever has before. So I call these recycled parts. Wide network of girlfriends. Wide network. They even gave me cancer parties, bon voyage of the boobs parties. I had booked a very high-end resort with my friends to go to Mexico before all this happened. And every doctor told me, no, my mother, no. Doc Boutros said, that's 1 day and 6 weeks after I'm gonna let you, you know, you're ready. Yeah, you can go, just don't overdo it. You might as well lay on a lounge chair than lay in your bed. I mean, my breast surgeon, no, my mother, no, oncologist, no. And he says, go, this is my surgery, you're gonna go. I was thrilled. I couldn't get in the water, but my friends made me like a float that I could float around. They'd pull me around. And I had a great time. Didn't miss a beat. Yeah, I would say it's changed me for the better in the totality of humanity of being a person. When you have a brush with death, you don't sweat the small stuff. I think I'm kinder, more caring, more compassionate, stronger. Really not afraid of much anymore. And that also I think has to do with being in my 50s, but I think it's made me a more rounded person. I had a realtor friend that succumbed to breast cancer within the last year. So that every time that happens, it kind of sets me back for a loop, and I realize how grateful I am that I survived and am thriving. Yeah. But then I've had a lot of young clients get breast cancer too. So I've been able to be a support to actually anybody that I come across with that gets diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm like, please call me. You can do this, that it's not a death sentence, that you can do it at one foot in front of the other, one day at a time, but it is so overcomable. There is help through the cancer organizations, like if you don't have a partner. I mean, you can get a family member, a friend, anybody. There's even like breast cancer survivors like me that would help out too. I mean, we're in the best city in the United States if you had to get cancer, and there's all kinds of stuff set up through hospitals and everything, all kinds of organizations. I mean, don't listen to do what I do. I didn't do my research. I was lucky to get the best doctor out there, but just do your research, talk to survivors, talk to the doctor, ask them, come with your questions written down. That's something I did. Come with your questions written down and just really learn about the process first and your options. I mean, because some people, deep flap is not gonna be good. They do want to implant, you know? Some people might even want to go flat, and that's okay. That's okay. And be positive, because it's the positive is what's gonna get you through, because we can all go in our dark place, but talk about it. Don't do this alone. Talk to your friends and your family. They want to know, and they want to be supportive too. And just do research, but don't do too much research. Don't go down the black hole. Trust the professionals.